So to start with today, I'm using ProCreate. Go ahead and get your image imported and hide your background layers if you have any. You just want a nice transparent background. Then go ahead and create a new layer. And I use the hard airbrush if you're using ProCreate. And then just pretty much as white as you can get it for the color. And then just start using that airbrush to make a nice outline around your character art. It doesn't have to be perfect. The main thing I guess you want to keep in mind is the width of the lines. You want to kind of keep them nice and consistent throughout the your whole tracing. It just makes it easier for whenever you go to cut it. If you're using an automatic cutter, because it doesn't matter as much. But if you are hand cutting these, yeah, you just want to keep that line pretty consistent throughout. Then just go ahead and fill in the line art. And we're ready to go ahead and export it. I export mine as a PNG. Now I'm using Cricut to cut these out, so go ahead and click Create New Project. And once you see that, you go ahead and select Upload and pick from your library. And now you'll see the picture that we just did. Go ahead and click through. I'm gonna up the despeckle a little bit to get that dot out of the way in the top right. So yeah, it's gone now. And then we're gonna print ours first, so select print and cut on the right, and then just name it, whatever. We'll name it Mario. And once that's done, you'll see it. You see, I've already done some of these already, so we'll just go ahead and select the ones we want. And then go ahead and click Insert. And your images will be all imported, pretty big size to start with, so go ahead and I usually just drag like one into the top left corner, and that one's going to be our our guide for the rest of them. So to get that one down, as you drag it down, you'll see the dimensions, the width and the height there. So just get it to a decent size that doesn't look distorted or anything. And then once you get the first one done, you can go ahead and choose the other ones and just start dragging them on top to kind of get them all somewhat the same size. And just go ahead and do that for the rest of these. Again, checking the sizes. Sometimes you might want to click the layers and then actually the edit button, the one I'm on now, and click arrange, and you can bring those to the front. Just go ahead and finish the rest of these. Now you can go ahead and spread these out on the page so you can kind of see them all better. But what I found is that Cricut, once you click Make It, is going to go ahead and arrange them kind of in the best way to fit on the page. So it may take up 2 pages depending on how big you make them, but Cricut will figure all that out for you. Yeah, so now you can go ahead, and if you want more like I do, you can have them selected and then just click Actions and Duplicate. And now we have 2 sets of stickers on there. Go ahead and click Make It. And then once that pops up, you can see our stickers have been placed onto the mat. And this is kind of how you're going to want to put your paper down on the mat once we're ready for that. But if everything looks good to you at this point, just go ahead and click on Print. So here I have the mat that we're going to be sticking the paper onto once it's printed out. Just do your best to kind of line that up in the top left corner like you saw in the little preview image when you went to print your stickers out. Do your best, I actually messed it up in this video a little bit, and it wasn't completely center, but the laser, as long as you're not totally off, will figure it out. That's why it has that black border, kind of centers itself and knows where to cut. So just once you get it down, make sure you're gonna do a nice little pat down. This is the laminate that I use. It's just a laminate from Target that I bought. It's really nice. It's got the single side, so you can still keep the stickiness on the back. But just go ahead and stick one side down, and then I kind of use a ruler to kind of press down and make sure that you don't get any air pockets or anything like that in there. Also, like, afterwards, it doesn't hurt to like kind of go back over it with like some sort of, even like a gift card or something. I usually have like lying around works for getting those last few little air bubbles out. Once that's done, go ahead and click continue, and you should get prompted to connect to your Cricut, as long as you've set that up already, and make sure it's powered on, otherwise it won't find it. And once the options pop up, I usually use cardstock for intricate cuts. If you use like clear sticker paper, it'll just do a kiss cut, and it won't cut all the way through. And I set the pressure to more too. I think it helps it a little bit. But next, just follow the instructions to press the little arrow button. It should be flashing on your Cricut. And then once the C starts flashing, go ahead and hit that. And it'll start taking over from there. Sometimes you have to run it through twice for these like thicker papers like I'm doing, especially since it's laminated. But in the end, I think it's just, it's a nicer overall look. Once it's done, the arrow will flash and you'll get a little notification on your device in the Cricut software. And when you're ready to pop out your stickers, make sure you bend the board, not the paper. Otherwise your stickers will like kind of curl once they pop out. So this is kind of the point where, like, if you see that it didn't cut all the way through, kind of don't pull your paper all the way off the pad. It's easier just kind of lay it back down and stick it through the Cricut again. But if they look good, just go ahead and do kind of like you see here in the video, all the way to the end. You can just kind of pull that last little bit off, and just kind of pop them out, and you got some fresh stickers. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, check out my other videos and be sure to subscribe for more. I'm trying to do like one a week right now. Also, if you like these stickers, be sure to check out my Etsy store. I got a lot more on there. I'm gonna have some more up soon. So thanks.